Let's see, how lucky are we?
Let's go.
This is the standard Kangaskhan build. We are comparing it to our build. So let's see how it does. So the idea behind this build is to just make Kangaskhan as tanky as possible and use the monkeys to heal it. Buffalo introduce damage, so technically it should be super survivable, but as far as I see, that could be pretty slow. And with all these Mega Pokemon and all the energy acceleration, I'm expecting to get shafted. But hey, I could be pleasantly surprised. Tomorrow is the No King's protest in the States, so we'll see how that goes. We have in Diwali locally on Sunday, so I want to royal roti and thing. Things was good. Good day today. Trying to see if I could sort out some internet problems I'm having. Because unfortunately, your boy has one terrible internet carrier and I had to get a new router, and manufacture defect on the plug. Because my luck is the absolute worst. But it makes for funny stories. Because when people talk about what are the chances, I just reply with my life. Okay, it goes in my favor sometimes it doesn't. Nothing we can really do about that. So they go in first. So ideally we go in for Kangaskhan. I'm using this to accelerate the energy. Hopefully we can get Arven with this, because we want the Arven to search for another Buffalo. So we'll see. So the Buffalo and either a balloon or where's the other tool? I believe the other tool is Big Charm. It's a Big Charm. But if we do get the Arven, the E-Spec is precious trolley, so I believe we could actually fill out the bench. So we'll see. If that's the case, we don't need to use the Nest Ball. I'll quicker use the iron. Real talk, I'll quicker use iron if I get it, but we'll see. Not sure what exactly he's playing for, so I'll try to call it while I see it. What did he search for? Nothing, he just shuffled. That's good. Beautiful, we're going to the Arven. Precious trolley. And we'll take the balloon. The balloon is free retreat, so you don't have to worry about a few things. So Buffalo for sure. This for sure. Him. And we haven't seen anything else. So what has to be indicated should be over one. So there we go. Next, we lock the spec away. We'll use this attack, accelerate for our 3. Yeah, there. 3. There we go. Put on him. And that should guarantee us a very decent start. We have the boss, so retreat, draw 2, and then decide what we're going to kill. I think the prime target might be that Charmander. You're going to retreat into the Rotom. Who are you going to go into Hazard there, boy? Going to Zard, it wouldn't be the brightest idea, because Zard will not be able to actually kill our Kangaskhan. We can also go into our corner mask, which reasonably I should have just went into cornerstone mask and just locked him out of the game. But again, I see what we're going for. You have some damage reduction, you have some walls, some stopping. Pretty middle of the road, but again, it's about consistency and how well it does. I'm really confused as to what he's going to look for. Because that's why I didn't go for the Terra Ball or Rare Candy to try and get a Zard play. And I keep searching for nothing. So I don't understand. Might just be selling the game, because this, it don't make sense that he is like the second or third search where he found nothing. Unless he has a really unfortunate amount of prizes. And it seems like he just have unfortunate prizes. Alright. That was a good game. Seems like most of his stuff was prized. So we'll go again for a game 2 right off the bat. I never skim rank with this deck, so as we play in the casuals. Again, the deck not bad by any means. It just isn't very interesting or fun. And there's a lot of moving pieces to try and manage. Versus my build, which is pretty simple and straight to the point. Load up, hand, disruption, and just keep swinging. Should call it Dory. Just keep swimming, but alright, we'll see. This is like the second game, unless the person quits again. And that'll give us a pretty fair shake on the abilities of this deck. Again, we win second. That's not bad. I'm starting to notice that you have a lot of ways to get the double energy on your Kangaskhan. But I'm also noticing the deck is also very mana hungry, because you have to retreat in order to get there. So it requires you to put a lot of energy down, and if you get any amount of disruption, you're definitely going to fall behind. Okay, can't afford to misplay or lose cards and that kind of thing. Let's see what he draw. I don't think he's playing. So we'll just load this up with the crucials. And we will rock, dark, and tar. Go. On him, enter. And up in an engine card, I want to waste it in the event that he goes up. Okay, I guess he has a switch. I doubt he's going to actually retreat. Okay, that's an interesting play. That's an interesting play to make. Okay, dark in our hand, like say rock. And we'll draw 2 cards. Take our prize. Trolley. Trolley. 1, 2. And clarify his spec just in case. And that should rock him. We're getting 200 for sure. Straight knockout. This is a pretty interesting deck to go wrong though. I don't understand why the Charizard decks falter in this hard. I wonder shit on this deck, but my opponents are even shittier because I can't conceive what he has in his hand or why he made those plays, so I can't even see. Because the second Zard variant I'm playing, that very clearly playing shit. Either that or this deck way stronger than I thought. Again, I'm seeing it, but I don't see the point in all the unnecessary pieces. Just get the energy onto the Kangaskhan, because you have many points of fault in the deck. Granted, you have coverage with Penny and all that kind of stuff, but you can make the deck a bit more focused, because the Buffalo doesn't protect anything other than the Buffalo and the Kangaskhan. But okay, that's 2 for 2. Let's just do a trifecta. Yes, I named that trash build. I don't like it, but it seems to trip people up for some reason. So we'll see. So I guess I have all the cards to make the deck. I just don't particularly like it. But alright. I guess I could. It's only taking 2 Kangaskhan's. So I guess I could make a version, right? No direction cards. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And at this point I realized I should bring the I should have just brought a Monkey Dory. I should have brought a Monkey Dory. I guess he's also playing the same deck, but a different version of it, because he's going to bring a Kangaskhan to the bench. But again, I've seen the variation and all of the pieces and quotations you could have, but like this, where you have a lot of things that will go together, and now if you do enjoy the acceleration, you kind of stuck with attempting to take 3 turns to possibly get the attack off. Because he's playing the Absol build. Did he play a supporter for you too? Yeah, he did Arvin. So I want to get into would be a Crispin. So let's draw some more. Hope we can find something good. Alright, we have a little hope. Nothing. Nahi. I guess you do that. I'm not playing the bear because I want to give my point of failure to make mistake. Crispins were far deep. Far too deep. Alright, and turn. Okay. So, best card from the take from my hand would be Crispin. But at this point that would make sense. So, we may go... Buffalo if we draw another energy. Fine enough, we have Penny, so you could actually penny up the Kangaskhan to keep it from dying. I don't see any good reason to do that. He has free retreat with the Latias, so there you go. Okay. I'm not sure what exactly we're going to try and take. Arvin's a good target, but we'll see. There we go. Alright, so we will start as much as we could. Take this, we can start loading this up on our guy here. We can. He's going to tell me to take our Crispin next turn, so. Oh no, I forgot we could draw 2 cards. Oh, damn. Well, actually, we tending that out, so that would help us get to something else. Let's see, how lucky are we? Kinda lucky, I guess. But again, that's what seems this deck can't really deal with speed. And the Buffalons only protect each other and the Kangaskhan, which is a stopgap measure at best. And after that, you don't really have a big out. Because you want to attack, you want to take the Crispin. And that'll kind of put us in a shit position where we have to again wait for 1 energy to then put it on our Pokemon. Why did he surrender? Okay, I'm just very confused. I am very confused. I guess the deck too strong that people keep surrendering and doing shit. But alright, 3 out of 3, even though it's very unsatisfying, and I still find the deck very, very lacking. Again, thanks for tuning in. Fuck me, fuck this game. Bye.